Okay, this is AHA5 chromatography. I have food coloring here, and I am going to go ahead and use a Q-tip and dab a little bit, about an inch from the bottom. Okay, I think that's good. And now what I'm going to do is pour a little bit of this water into the glass and place the towel into the glass. And basically what I see it's doing is the water is making the color travel up the paper towel. So the water has kind of absorbed inside of the paper towel, which is causing the color to travel up. I didn't really know what chromatography was before doing this experiment, so I looked it up, and it's basically the process of separating components into a mixture. To get this process started, the mixture is dissolved into a substance called the mobile phase, which is what we're doing here, which carries the second substance through the stationary phase. So the mobile phase is the water, and the stationary phase would be the food coloring. The different components of the mixture travel through the stationary phase and determines which substances travels more. So here we had the food coloring traveling more quickly through the water. The nature of the specific mobile and stationary phases determines which travels more quickly or slowly, and that is how they are separated. These different travel times are termed retention time. Chromatography can be used as an analytical tool, feeding its output into a detector that reads contents of a mixture. It can also be used as a purification tool, separating the components of a mixture for use in other experiments. This experiment closely relates to chapter 5, in my opinion, and how things can go wrong or things can happen in which students do not understand the relation to the lesson. I had inert knowledge when doing this experiment, so it left me kind of confused as to what was really happening. So the first 2 times I did it, it wasn't really working for me. In relation to science, individual constructivism describes mechanisms by which students can take their own observations of the world and create mental frameworks called schema to help them make better sense of their science experiments. And for this particular experiment, I had no schema. So I would have been a child in the classroom who was sort of kind of confused. So I chose to read upon what I was really doing before doing the experiment, because the first time it went terribly bad.